You know that feeling when you walk into a room and instantly know something is wrong, and then, a second later, you realize the problem is you. Today, that feeling is humiliating. 40,000 years ago, it could be fatal, because if the group stopped wanting Grog around, Grog did not just lose approval, he lost warmth, he lost backup, he lost the people who would help keep him alive, which is why rejection does not feel small. It feels like panic, like your chest has dropped through the floor, and your brain is not overreacting, your brain is remembering. For most of human history, nobody survived alone for long, not because humans are weak, because humans are expensive. We need food, protection, fire, shelter, childcare, allies, information, and someone awake while we are asleep. A lone wolf might manage. A lone human, in an ice age winter, is a very temporary concept. For most of prehistory, your life happened inside a small group. Maybe a few families, maybe 20 people, maybe a little more, which meant belonging was not some nice emotional bonus. Belonging was infrastructure. The group fed you, defended you, shared tools with you, warned you about danger, helped when you were injured, kept your children alive if something happened to you. So if you were pushed to the edge of that circle, your body had very good reason to care. That is the ancient math underneath rejection. Not chosen for the hunt? Danger. Not welcomed back to the fire? Danger. People stop trusting you? Danger. The person you depend on turns away from you? Also danger. Rejection was never just "they do not like me." For your ancestors, it could mean something has gone wrong in the system that keeps me alive. And this is where it gets weird, because rejection does not just upset you, it hurts you, not metaphorically, not poetically. Your brain treats social pain a lot more like physical pain than people realize. Different events, similar alarm. Researchers have found that social rejection taps into some of the same pain processing systems that light up when your body is under threat. Which means the phrase "hurt feelings" is not just dramatic language. Your brain is using old pain circuitry for a social emergency. That is why rejection can feel so physical. Your stomach drops, your chest tightens, your face gets hot. You replay the moment again and again like your brain is picking at a wound. And notice how little it takes. It does not have to be a breakup. It does not even have to be spoken out loud. Sometimes all it takes is no reply, no invitation, no eye contact, no place saved for you. To the ancient part of your nervous system, these things are not tiny. They are clues. Clues that maybe the circle is closing without you. Now, when people hear rejection, they usually think romance, being dumped, not being loved back, watching someone choose somebody else. And yes, that absolutely matters. But rejection is older and bigger than romance. The oldest rejection humans feared was not "nobody wants to date me." It was "my people do not want me." Not picked, not trusted, not defended, not included. That is the deep one. Because a romantic rejection hurts one bond. Group rejection threatens your whole position in reality. If enough people turned away from you in prehistory, you did not just feel embarrassed. You became vulnerable. This is why exclusion hits so hard. This is why public humiliation feels bigger than it should. This is why being ignored by a whole room can feel worse than one person being rude. Your brain is not measuring politeness. It is measuring belonging. And here is the problem. Your Stone Age alarm system now lives in a world that can reject you constantly. A missed text. A ghosted conversation. A team that does not pick you. A family thread that goes quiet when you talk. A party you only learn about afterward because somebody posted pictures. None of those things gets you eaten by wolves. But your nervous system was not built to process 100 tiny social cuts a week from people you cannot read, cannot see, and cannot confront around a fire. So it does what it has always done. It panics first and asks questions later. This also explains why rejection makes people weird. Not bad. Not pathetic. Weird. Because once your brain thinks belonging is threatened, it starts trying to repair the problem. Fast. Sometimes that looks like clinging. You text too much. You over-explain. You try to be useful. You become unbelievably eager to please. Sometimes it flips the other way. You go cold. You act like you do not care. You get angry. You reject people before they can reject you. Both reactions make ancient sense. One strategy says, get back into the group, quickly. The other says, if exclusion is coming, armor up before it lands. This is why rejection can hijack your whole brain. You are not just feeling sad. You are running an old emergency program. How serious is this? Am I still safe? Do I still belong? Do they still want me? What do I do now? And honestly, once you see it that way, a lot of human behavior gets less embarrassing. Of course it hurts. Of course you replay it. Of course your body reacts like something real just happened. Something real did happen. A bond shifted. A door moved. A circle tightened. So why does rejection hurt so much? Because for the people your brain was built for, rejection was never just emotional. It was practical. It was social. It was physical. And sometimes, it was the beginning of the end. The modern world has lowered the stakes. Usually, being left out of a group chat is not a death sentence. But your nervous system did not evolve for group chats. It evolved for camps, winters, hunger, and very small circles of people whose opinion could change your future. So the next time rejection hits you harder than seems rational, remember, you are not weak, you are not dramatic, and you are not broken. You are carrying a very old brain that still believes belonging is survival. Because for almost all of human history, it was. Next time, why jealousy feels less like insecurity and more like an alarm bell going off in your bloodstream.